really fun little fact, if you didn't know, some guy by the name of Little Nas X used to work at Six Flags Over Georgia, and he worked on this ride specifically, ironically, themed to Yosemite Sam. Literally, he was here the year before Old Town Road came out. So if you were in this area 2017, 2018, you might have unknowingly seen him. So I was wrong in the intro. There are 2 roller coasters coming to Six Flags Over Georgia next year. This splash coaster going to be very similar to the one at Six Flags Over Texas. At the time of recording, I do not know what the name will be. Currently, there is actually a poll going on where you can vote for the name. Aquaphobia, the Georgia Surfer, and Iron Splash, the Surf Coaster. I wonder how SeaWorld feels about that last one. I would probably vote for Aquaphobia. Pretty decent name, but this park definitely needed a water ride of this caliber, so this is going to be hopefully a capacity machine. It looks like it's actually spinning seats. I actually did not know that. So honestly, it looks kind of like the Avatar Airbender, Timmy's Half-Pipe Havoc, but on a water coaster. So should be really good. Now I could be wrong. Over Georgia locals, correct me if I am, but I'm pretty sure this is where the new water coaster is going. And I'm just gonna make a prediction. It's gonna be called Aquaphobia. At least I hope it is. Here's their kiddie coaster, Joker Funhouse coaster. And honestly, for a kiddie ride, actually one of the better ones. It has some tunnels, good little drops. It's a Chance Big Dipper model. It's definitely one of the less shameful credits, at least in the kiddie range that I have. But if you're with, even with a partner or with a group, this is always a fun time. I would recommend Joker Funhouse coaster. A ride that almost always has a super long line here at Over Georgia, the Monster Mansion. And for good reason, because it is probably one of the, if not the best dark ride at any Six Flags park. It's actually a boat ride, and just the scenes are absolutely hilarious. A lot of black light, just goofy monsters with water effects going off. Really well themed, pretty long ride as well. This thing is a must ride every single time you come here. Worth the wait. I'd wait a good half hour at least for it. So definitely get on the Monster Mansion when you come to Six Flags Over Georgia. Okay, everybody, it is Wednesday, December 6th. I did not say the date yesterday. That was December 5th. Today is December 6th. It's Arrow Mine Train time, guys. Yet another one. This one, opening in 1967, is called, I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, Dahlonega Mine Train, not Dahlonega. Dahlonega. I think that's correct. Georgia locals, correct me if I'm wrong. 1967, very small stats, 37 feet tall, 29 miles per hour. You got to do the mine trains, again, I've mentioned it ad nauseum at this point. Perfect after lunch rides if you still want to get on a roller coaster. This is one of the classic ones that have multiple lift hills, bunch of helixes, and from what I remember, actually a really good drop towards the end of the ride. I remember not doing much before that, but pretty setting in the woods. Mine trains are usually a good time, hopefully not too rough, especially for the range. So let's get on Dahlonega Mine Train here for December 6th and hopefully have a good time. Dahlonega Mine Train, which, by the way, I didn't say in the intro. Apparently, Dahlonega is a village about an hour away from Atlanta that had a mining boom in the 1800s. So that is why it's themed to. That's why it's a mine train. The ride is so weird because the first 3/4 of that ride, maybe the most boring mine train out there. It does nothing but just stroll around and give you a slow tour of the woods with a few little helixes here and there. But then that ending drop, especially towards the back, is actually really good, a little terrifying and a little painful too. That is maybe the weirdest of the Arrow Mine Trains. coming off Thunderation, at least recording wise, this last week, and I think filming wise too. You know, it was very underwhelming versus Thunderation, other than that drop. If it didn't have the drop, like, you're talking 2s probably, if not pushing 1s, but with the drop, and it just kind of being a weird, unique little thing, I'll go as high as like 4.50, 4.5, 4.50 for the Mine Train here. I'm not even gonna try to say the name again. That was, you know, has its place here, and an enjoyable roller coaster. That's 3. That's the 6th. I love you all, as always. See you all tomorrow.